A very good evening and welcome to Eswatini TV News at 8. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Linda Masugu and your sign language interpreter is Nomatlabiso Kambule. Here are tonight's headlines. Government is not offering any free courses with certification from any university at the moment. The Ministry of Tourism and Environmental Affairs, with the support of the International Atomic Energy Agency, is finalizing the country's integrated nuclear security sustainability plan. Royal Eswatini Police Services Senior Deputy National Commissioner Lydia Dlamini says deceased Police Services National Commissioner William Dlamini stood by his oath of office until the end. Well, let's get straight into the news in detail. The Ministry of Tourism and Environmental Affairs, with the support of the International Atomic Energy Agency, is finalizing the country's integrated nuclear security sustainability plan. The Principal Secretary in the Ministry, Kangezwe Mabuza, says the plan will enable the Ministry to apply a systematic structure and comprehensive approach to strengthening Eswatini's nuclear security regime.
The plan, according to the Principal Secretary, will help the country give priority to nuclear security needs.
I assure you that my ministry has prioritized the country's nuclear safety and security program and is dedicated in working with all stakeholders in discharging our respective mandates. I'm therefore convinced that our collective efforts will, one, ensure that we leverage on the assistance and support from IAEA for the provision of nuclear security assistance. Two, enable us to apply a systematic, structured, and comprehensive approach to strengthening our nuclear security regime. And lastly, enable us as a country identify, consolidate, and prioritize all nuclear security needs in an integrated document.
Head of the International Atomic Energy Agency, ARCEL, says her mission is targeting all relevant stakeholders with current and future roles and responsibilities for nuclear security in the country.
We talk about prevention, detection, response. One of the prevention elements is education and training. We have specific assistance on training needs analysis, human resource development for specifically in nuclear security field.
The 4-day meeting will also tackle physical protection regime for nuclear and other radioactive material in use, storage and transport in Eswatini, amongst other topics. For Eswatini TV News, Nelson Dlangamandla, Vuminkosi Nzinisa, Ezulwini.
Government is not offering any free courses with certification from any university at the moment. This has been said by government spokesperson Alpheus Numalo when addressing advertisements currently running on social media, stating that government is offering such programs.
Government have not advertised or announced any free courses or availabilities of scholarship to assist a Maswati who wants to pursue their academic education. What is happening here, these are scams, these are people who want to steal money, and they are using the fact that young people are vulnerable because they are the ones that are intending to further their education, and they're taking advantage of that. As government would want to take this opportunity to ask CIVE to desist from applying from those requests, neither send any money to those people. They want to steal your money. On another level, we have also witnessed an escalation of new Facebook pages by former cabinet ministers. This is not true. There is no cabinet minister that have created a Facebook account. These are also people who want to deceive the nation, wants to pickpocket the nation, and wants to create a confusion around the activities of former cabinet ministers in the country. Having said that, we would urge Maswati to take notice that before government posts any message to the social media platforms, we usually make a communication in a conventional medium of communication like TV, as I'm doing right now, and on radio, before we post those adverts on social media. So anything that just all of a sudden confront your eyes on social media purporting to be coming from government, you must begin to be suspicious immediately and desist engaging with those kind of activities. They are not genuine.
Royal Eswatini Police Services Senior Deputy National Commissioner Lydia Dlamini says deceased Police Services National Commissioner William Dlamini stood by his oath of office until the end. She was speaking during a prayer which was held at the Matapa Police Academy. The police were also officially informed about the passing on of NATCOM William Dlamini.
The prayer is attended by the Royal Eswatini Police Services members from the 4 regions of the country. Senior Deputy National Commissioner Lydia Dlamini says the deceased Police National Commissioner William Dlamini was a loyal servant of the country.
He was a true son of the soil. He was a gallant soldier, a man of unparalleled integrity, of high intellect, a man of humility, who was dedicated and committed to the call of duty. WW, as he was affectionately and popularly known, was a true patriot.
A retired police officer, Azarian Zimanze, says there were no dull moments when Dlamini was around. He adds that before he was appointed to executive positions, the deceased will refer to his superiors as Bathakati.
There is no any insulin, no
Preaching during the prayer service, Apostle Matutuza Mabuza of Hosanna Outreach Ministry urges police officers to draw closer to the Almighty Lord during this hard time. He adds that the Lord is the only person that can heal the officers. The police officers were informed that they will be made aware of funeral arrangement and also encouraged to continue working hard despite what has just happened. For Eswatini TV News, Fortune Dlangamandla, visual source from the Royal Eswatini Police Services Communications Department.
The Eswatini Post and Telecommunications has launched a new product named the Small Packets Delivery Service. Through this product, customers will send and receive small packets between post offices. The product was launched on Monday at eCourt in Mbabane.
The Eswatini Post and Telecommunications has launched the Small Packets Delivery Service, where customers can send and receive small packets between the different post offices. This is meant to close the gap between the retailer and the customer. EPTC promises to deliver the small parcels within 24 hours wherever, regardless whether it's urban or rural areas in the country. Tulani Fagutse from the Eswatini Communications Commission represented the CEO.
Today, more than 5 million dedicated postal employees globally are entrusted with the delivery of a wide range of essential services and personal items, including messages, gifts, goods, money, and medicines. This trust has been cultivated through an unwavering commitment to safety and security. Postal services have tirelessly worked to enhance road safety, providing comprehensive training programs for delivery drivers and implementing stringent measures to safeguard the integrity of the supply chain by preventing the transportation of prohibited and dangerous goods.
Customers will receive SMS notifications once parcels are delivered. Prohibited items will not be allowed. For Eswatini TV News, I'm Kiani Msibi with Smova Shongwe, Mbabane.
The Principal Secretary in the Ministry of Health, Kanya Mabuza, says families and communities can contribute in closing the cancer gap and be champions of cancer. Mabuza was speaking during the launch of the Cancer Awareness Month at Cooper Center on Monday.
Speaking when launching the Breast Cancer Awareness Month, the Principal Secretary in the Ministry of Health, Kanya Mabuza, says families can foster an inclusive environment and play a role in doing away with misconceptions that are there towards cancer.
Through awareness and evaluation and education for families can make a better place for all of us who need care and support. Understanding and acquiring knowledge on the health condition of the sick relatives, treatment options that are available, And the importance of preventive care empowers families to actively participate in the healthcare discussions. It's no doubt that without families, there is no way we can survive or conquer this stage.
The World Health Organization representative in Eswatini, Dr. Susan Tembo, encourages the Eswatini government to prioritize cancer and educate on the importance of early detection.
Countries are encouraged or is recommended to focus on breast cancer early detection programs so that at least 60% of the breast cancers are diagnosed and treated as early stage disease. The second focus is diagnosing breast cancer within 60 days of initial presentation, which can improve breast cancer outcomes.
The Eswatini Breast and Cervical Cancer Network will have activities lined up for the rest of this month and throughout the year, including visiting churches, communities, as well as providing screening to members of the public. For Eswatini TV News, I'm Kiani Msibi with Smuva Shongwe at the Cooper Center in Babane.
The Ministry of Tingundla bid farewell to its former minister, David Ngampalala. In an event that was held at the George Hotel on Monday, staff from the ministry described him as a great leader who was influential.
Staff of the Ministry of Tingundla bid farewell to their former minister, David Ngampalala, whose term has elapsed in office. Speakers during his farewell described him as a great leader who was not afraid to take difficult decisions and was a principled man. The principal secretary in the Ministry of Tingundla, Nonhlanhla Dlamini, says this is a bittersweet farewell because Ngampalala was an honest man who would put work first above everything.
You have not only led our team with integrity, but you have also created an environment that fosters growth, creativity, and collaboration.
Matendele Dlamini, who was once a minister, says staff of the ministry had a great leader in Ngampalala.
I can talk all day about Ngampalala. He played a vital role in educating the public about the system of Tingundla and ensuring that everyone understands the system.
Delivering his speech, Ngampalala says his staff visited all the 59 constituencies, even during tough times, especially during the peak of the unrest, where he ensured that he pushes the mandate of the ministry.
I will miss working with everyone. Despite them, the ministry will have been meaningless. Over the past 5 years, me and my team, I made it a point that we give it all and deliver as per the mandate. There were times where I had to be brave and felt that by taking some decisions, I was skating on thin ice.
The Ngampalala family was also part of the farewell celebration. Reporting, I am Kiani Msibi with Smuva Shongwe at the George in Manzini.
Eswatini Nazarene Health Institution CEO Mazwi Mavuso says the rededication of the Rosemary Hine Chapel and service at Raleigh Fitkin Memorial RFM will have a positive impact as patients will be treated fairly, as staff will now be able to hold sermons. Mavuso says he is positive that negative reports about the institution will be a thing of the past.
During COVID-19 outbreak in the year 2019, the Rosemary Hine Chapel was converted to a COVID-19 testing center. On Monday, the chapel was rededicated to its original purpose, which means staff will now be able to pray in the morning and during lunchtime. Eswatini Nazarene Health Institution Chief Executive Officer Mazwi Mavuso elaborates on how the development will have a positive outcome on the hospital on a daily basis.
We're expecting it to reboost the morale of staff because we are an institution that is founded on Christian values.
The Hine family came in the country over 100 years ago. The family is beyond the establishment of the Eswatini Nazarene Health Institution. Speaking on behalf of the Hine family is Elizabeth Hine.
Over a long time, the medical care here at Nazarene has become just business and very sad. So we are very glad that now the chapel has been returned back to a place of prayer, place of praise, a place to hear the Word of God, to know the Word of God, but mostly to vegetate or to grow the love of God in our hearts.
Eswatini Nazarene Health Institution owns 20 clinics in the RFM Hospital in Manzini. For Eswatini TV News, Fortune Dlangamandla, with Isikhumbuzo Dlamini Manzini.
The Eswatini Red Cross Society, in collaboration with government, has trained 11 teachers from Komiyahlaba constituency on mental health. Kosnati Kumalo, who is a head nurse at Skombeni Clinic, said this is meant to ensure that the teachers will be able to better take care of pupils in schools and children in their areas.
Sesitrainer labatawukhona siyabasita ukuthi batokhona ukuthi bakhona kusita babone leto tindzaba letiphatselena nema mental health problem.
The head nurse at Zikombeni Clinic says having mentally equipped teachers is important as it will lead to a healthy society. He continues to say this is a program which is meant not only to benefit the teachers and their learners, but also their communities.
Botsisela bothishela kwathiwa asesibambane silitiko letempilo naye Red Cross siboksana ukuthi
A health officer from the Ministry of Health, Situmo Lukele, says such initiatives are important as they play a big role in ensuring efficient education.
We can do bullying.
Sebenzile Mamba, a teacher at Mhlatlo High School, says they will impart the knowledge they have learned to their learners. She continues to say they are now aware that the language they use when talking to learners should be one that will not leave them with negative thoughts or kill their esteem. According to the World Health Organization, young people of ages 15 to 29 around the world commit suicide due to mental health issues. Such programs are meant to counter such occurrences. For Eswatini TV News, Nelson Dlangamandla, Vuminkosi Nzinisa, Ezulwini.
The Ministry of Health, in collaboration with Bela Eswatini and Georgetown University, has screened 40,560 Emaswati for tuberculosis and COVID-19 in the past 9 months. The people that were screened include children as well as elderly people.
The project hoped to find, test, as well as treat tuberculosis and COVID-19 patients. Bela Eswatini Chief Executive Officer Khosi Dlamini elaborates on what necessitated the project.
We have in the past misclassified clients in terms of diagnosis. One client would be diagnosed with TB, yet they had COVID, and the other would be diagnosed with COVID, yet they have TB. So we saw that it is important that we integrate these two diseases and we screen.
Georgetown University Technical Director Dr. Arnold Mafukutse says the project is a huge success.
We did have a huge success in at least finding cases of TB that would have been missed, especially in communities, but we did not have a lot of success in finding COVID-19 just because of what was happening with COVID-19 in the country.
Nokwethu Mkumane from the Cancer Control Unit says 10 people were found to have lung cancer.
Want to say how important it is so that we don't find ourselves wasting drugs sometimes for TB just because they are presumptive for TB, yet it's lung cancer.
The tuberculosis and COVID-19 project was done in 9 constituencies and 6 health facilities. For Eswatini TV News, Fortune Dlangamandla, with Isikhumbuzo Dlamini Mbabane.
All right, now let's take a look at the financial indicators.
Standard Bank. It can be.
Well, we begin our sports roundup with Nsingenzini Hotspur's success after they defended the Amomo Cup trophy when defeating Babane Solos on penalties. Club director Derek Shiba believes better preparations paved way to their victory.
We begin our sports roundup with the 2023 Momo Cup champions as Nsingenzini Hotspurs defended the title after defeating Babane Solos on penalties by 4-1. Nsingenzini Hotspurs director Derek Shiba says being able to defend the title was a result of better preparations.
I think that plan is coming very well, starting from my preparations early in the season, where we had a camp for about 6 weeks. The boys are coming up correctly. And in management, they have done a very good job from that time until now.
Club's assistant coach Tobias Ndulu was full of praise after the victory.
Very ready and motivated, and they wanted to win it again as they put extra effort to return the cup back home.
Tubelihle Mavuso of Nsingenzini Hotspurs was the player of the tournament worth 10,000 Malangeni, with the champions walking away with 600,000 Malangeni. While runners-up Mbabane Solo scored 350,000 Malangeni. Moving to other sporting activities, the recent FIFA initiative known as FIFA Connect, where clubs have been urged to use the newly fashioned system of registering players online. With transfer window in the Kingdom of Eswatini closing on Friday, clubs and some of the regional associations face challenges with the new system, as Manzini Regional Football Association Chairman Vose Hall explains.
Our registration was a headache. It's pass bala region and pass bala teams because FIFA keep it directive with onge ma teams la organized football. Aga FIFA Connect, which means onge ma teams even labo promotion labo bibet baga FIFA Connect. So siwabambile ke ma class go to tongela tikotse sinado bantu kuyabathi nakuthiwa kutofundwa usuku baqosha ukuthi ababaleke, but labanye bebeta bafike basebenza bafunze, but nje kusiselikhulu kakhulu ngose i-registration ivaliwe ngale sihlanu mhla ka-6 ngekwethemba ke ukuthi ibhola ngekuthi lena into lensha lesicala ukungena kiyo kulabaningi, so siyethemba ukuthi ibhola lenkulu ngekugayidwa nguye FIFA itas extendela maybe ngalelo viki noma 2.
The Eswatini Football Association has confirmed that proper workshops were conducted to educate clubs and regional associations about the system. Reporting for Eswatini TV Sports, I'm Linda Dlamini, Mbabane.
All right, that's how we reach the end of tonight's bulletin. But before we leave you, here's a reminder of the top stories. Government is not offering any free courses with certification from any university at the moment. The Ministry of Tourism and Environmental Affairs, with the support of the International Atomic Energy Agency, is finalizing the country's integrated nuclear security sustainability plan. Royal Eswatini Police Services Senior Deputy National Commissioner Lydia Dlamini says deceased Police Services National Commissioner William Dlamini stood by his oath of office until the end. All right, that's all the news we had for you tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for the weather forecast from all of us here as the Eswatini TV News team. It's good night.